are a few of the scenes from the start of my time here in Ireland. Right away I could tell that this place was every bit as special as I had heard. This video serves as a transition from stories about places I've recently visited in the US to the start of full-time world travel. This will be brief, but I'll talk about the plans that I've made, which will take me through an entire year. At the end, I'll mention choices that I've made to help tackle solo travel. Maybe that will help others with dreams of doing this same kind of thing. I relied heavily on YouTube videos from other full-time travelers to help make the decisions that I made. By the way, this is the Cliffs of Moher. My first stop, and what I hope will be the first of many years of travel, was Dublin, Ireland. I spent just a brief time in Dublin and in the little seaside town of Bray that is situated south of the city. From there, I took a train across the country to the city of Galway. Galway was fantastic. From there, I also took a couple of day trips. One was to Connemara National Park and the little village of Letterfrack. The other was to the Aran Islands and the big island of Inishmore. I'll follow in the next couple of weeks with a video or two about some of those adventures and provide more of the stunning scenery in those places. The Ireland trip was a journey with family and friends that was planned some time ago. Earlier this year, I decided to retire and begin traveling on my own. That was the impetus for the name of my channel, Old, Alone, and Far From Home. I'm using the Ireland trip as the springboard for that very different kind of travel. Going forward, I will spend 4 or 5 weeks in each destination. I have booked places to stay in 11 other countries. Here's a brief mention of each of those places in order. I'm using footage from the tourism agencies in each of those countries that I will visit to give an idea of what they look like.
It's so much more.
I can't wait to capture my own video and show you what I see. After Ireland, I will travel to Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria in Eastern Europe. People have lived in the area where Sofia is located since at least 7000 BC. Next will be Vlora, Albania. It's the country's third largest city and is located on the beautiful coast of the Adriatic Sea. Next is Athens, Greece. One of my goals is to visit places that are not typically thought of as tourist destinations. Athens does not fit that category, but I'm going in December, so I think that will allow me to see it in a different light. Next, I'll hit Tunis, Tunisia in northern Africa. I'm excited about every place I'm going, but discovering Tunisia just seems so exotic. After a brief stop in the US, I'll stick to the Western Hemisphere for a while. There will be a month in Querétaro, Mexico. That's supposed to be a really cool town, about 6,000 feet high in the Central Mountains. Following that, I'll spend 5 weeks in Medellin, Colombia. That seems so strange because not so long ago, Medellin was considered one of the most dangerous places on the planet. It has changed a lot, I hope. After that, I'll head to Lima, Peru. Peru has been one of those countries that I've always wanted to visit. Lima is massive, with over 11 million people living in its metro area. Next, it's Asunción, Paraguay. Talk about a place that is not on the radar of many travelers. It's going to be thrilling to discover a city and country that few people ever think about. The next spot will either kill me or make me stronger. It's La Paz, Bolivia, and I'll spend 5 weeks in the city, which sits at an elevation of almost 12,000 feet. Finally, 2 more destinations have been booked for next fall. I'll go back to Eastern Europe first, to Bucharest, Romania. Bucharest has become one of the most prosperous cities in that part of the world, even surpassing Budapest in that regard. The last place I have booked going forward is another tourist hotspot. I'll stay in a small village just outside of Salerno, Italy. That will provide easy access to the gorgeous Amalfi Coast. I'll be there in October of 2024. That's quite a lineup of intriguing locations, and I'm thrilled to have plans to visit each one of them. Now a few moments to talk about how I'm going to do all of this. My time in Ireland has been like a vacation. It's been a short period trying to see as many attractions as possible. That's fun, but not my overall philosophy. I don't view what I'm doing as a vacation. I think of it as just living life in a series of different destinations. Hopefully that will allow me to learn more about each place and the people who live there than what an average tourist will get with a much shorter length of stay. I'm staying almost exclusively in Airbnb rentals. This one in Galway is much more lavish and expensive than the other places that I've chosen. This space is costing just short of $3,000 for a week. Of course, that is shared by more people than just me. I've been able to find rentals in most every country that come in at or below $1,000 for a month or more. One exception is the stay near the Amalfi Coast, but that's to be expected. Even then, that's less than $1,300 for a 4-week stay. What I hope to show is that travel doesn't have to be prohibitively expensive. When choosing Airbnbs, I don't even consider places that have under a 4.8 rating out of 5, and I read every review to make sure I'm not missing something. Here are a few other choices that I've made. Everything that I will take with me will fit in a carry-on bag and a personal item. The idea is to never check bags when traveling. I'll shoot all of my video at this point with a couple of GoPros. I love the stability and the picture quality that I get with an easily portable and inexpensive system. The trade-off is that I can't have that narrow depth of field that makes video look much richer. It's also necessary to be close to the subject matter, so shots from a distance aren't all that impressive. I bought a new phone to use on my travels. It's an unlocked Google Pixel 6a. I pair that with Airalo, which is a company that provides eSIMs. eSIMs are used for mobile phone data. Plans are available for almost every country in the world at very reasonable prices. I switched banks and credit cards. Both of the products that I use are from Capital One. On the banking side, I'm not charged any foreign transaction fees from Capital One. And on the credit card side, it gives some of the best travel rewards that are out there. For health insurance, I'm going with Cigna Global. The policy is less than $500 per month and covers me wherever I am in the world. It would be much cheaper if I didn't have coverage in the US. I still need that, however, for the times when I am back in the States. Those are a few of the decisions that I've made as I embark on this new way of living. It's quite possible that I'll find new and better ways to do things, and if that happens, I'll certainly let you know. That's it for now here on Old, Alone, and Far From Home. Tune in next time for more content from Ireland, and then follow along as I go on with the rest of my journey. Thanks so much for watching.